I used chicken hay, the bedding I used for my chickens. I threw it down. By the time I got back, it was that little puddle to this massive area. So I just started throwing hay down, and I think I stopped the spread, but it's not absorbing. So this I might have made it even more problem, like a bigger problem for me. But it's getting late, and it's really hot out. So I kind of want to be going in soon. Oh well, man, it worked. So here's the rocker panel on the passenger side. Pretty rotted, and these subframe connectors are better than I had thought. They're actually in really good condition, and they go all the way back. Granted, they get really thin, so you can see how it tapers down, but I'm wondering if we should just leave them for now and start with the floorboards, cutting the floorboards out. I got this side cut out pretty good. I was first starting to grind all these, and then I just grabbed this air hammer and was able to get underneath there and the sides here. So that's clean. All this metal is down there, so we're gonna sweep all that out and then kind of clean this and get an idea of what to do on this side first. And then we'll get back to that side, and then the fronts. I'm actually having quite a bit of trouble filming because the phone keeps overheating and we're not even in the sun. It's 107 today in Florida, and we're in a tin can in the shop here with no insulation. And I just now got that door back there open because the concrete guys left, so it's helping a bit. But some of this work here, I'm going to turn the camera on and show you guys. A lot of it's been undocumented because the phone keeps actually shutting off, or just saying that it's going to wait till iPhone cools down to charge or record. So I'll turn this around and show you. I was looking at this one over here and thinking I don't even have to brace it. I was like, I'll just use that instead of replacing it since it's such a long subframe connector. But this one over here is showing signs of rust, and then it's got missing pieces up there. So next step is just to keep undigging, just to cut these floors out and get to a transmission tunnel and rockers. We're gonna see if we can remove this hood alone. 107 in Florida right now. I laid my hand on the roof of this car, which is in the building, and it actually burned. My forearm was burning, so I had to remove my arm. I couldn't believe it. Like, that's in a building. It's just that hot. And my cell phone cannot charge in the building because in here is so hot that the phone is too hot to charge. And it says to wait for it to cool down. Put this outside. It's already rusted away. Get this out of the way. There's the engine. Looks like mice were living in it. This was screwed there. This is like an inner tube or something. But I think someone made like a panel. What is this? I don't know, it's trash. Someone made a panel to get to that. Whatever that is. Someone just cut a hole right there and screwed this on. That's the transmission mount there. The transmission, instead of bolting to anything structural, they just bolted it right to the sheet metal. It's not even reinforced. As far as I can tell, it's just the transmission hump itself. Just the car was so light and didn't make much power. But yeah, you can see it's rotted here. And on this side, these are the bolts, one of them. I guess it was reinforced. You see a plate there. But we're gonna pull the engine transmission, probably not today, but maybe tomorrow. All of this material so far has come out of this car. I think I'm gonna try to actually pull the engine today. It's all tonight, I mean, which will mean I'll have to move my F100 and possibly a Mustang, and then push this car back, get it underneath my crane, because the transmission I already basically cut it free, cut the metal out, so it's just got these engine mounts, which is, the nut just came off super easy. And the lines are already disconnected and it doesn't have anything else hooked up. So I think it'd be easy just to pluck it on out. So I'm gonna take these bolts out real quick. That's trash. Nice. Easy peasy. It's got a linkage stuck in the side of the transmission. Sticking out the side of it. That could be an issue. I've never seen an automatic transmission with a Z-bar. Usually manual transmissions have it. I'll show you this. That linkage down there that goes into the side of the transmission and then on the side of the frame. So I think that's the only thing we have yet connected. Otherwise, we can just pull that out. But the crane is right there, and the F100 would then have to go outside, which is more difficult than it sounds. And then this car would have to get off the jacks, pushed back and somehow turned in the shop and then put under the crane. But we'll give it a shot. I don't know. Larry, come on. Come. We're gonna try that. This is really hot today. I never picked up this pile. I swept this here like a week and a half ago. This engine, or this transmission, is bigger than that engine. My plan for pulling the engine is just to use these where the head bolts went. I found these just laying here, and I can't tell. They're so rusty, I cannot tell if that threads. Oh, so I think I'm gonna clean them up with a wire wheel. Otherwise, I don't see any bolts on the side, other than one way back there. But we need to pull it out at the front so the transmission drops. so we can pull it up like this and then straight out. Every time I work on a rusty car, and I'm not talking your daily driver that just has a bubbling rust, it seems I keep buying cars like this where they are to the point where every panel needs replaced. Roofs, quarter panels, fenders. And I always say, I am never buying another one. And I moved to Florida, I'm thinking, oh, Florida, there's no salt, no winter, cars won't rust. But I realized today I realized I'm still buying that dollar value of car, because no matter where you're at, there's going to be rust. Just not as much in some spots, but the value of car I keep buying. Like if I bought a $10,000 Datsun 510 wagon in Florida or in Illinois, it probably wouldn't have rust. But if I buy a $1,500 or $1,200, whatever I paid for this, in Florida or in Illinois, it's probably going to be a rust bucket. So I need to someday upgrade my what would you call it? The bracket, the window of car values that I can buy. I'm always buying these $500, $1,200. Oh gosh, junkers. This hole was full of dirt. Don't have any penetrating oil. All out. Yeah, it's just caked full of stuff. What the? You guys fell over. There. I guess I can't lean on the car as much. My eyes burn so bad from sweat. Yeah, I was in Illinois. It was like winter there. Let's see. Take some slack out of the chain. Let's turn it. Lost my wrench. Got it. Well, we're gonna tell ourselves that that's enough. This one's going all the way. I like it when it goes all the way. Good enough for me. Okay, now we have to go cut the transmission across and I'm finished cutting it. Bolts. Oh my. Fix stuff that can go wrong. This thing's about to break in half, so what if I lift it up and it just bends like a pop can? I'd sell it. Just kidding, I'd put it in the bottom of the ocean with me. Oh my god, I keep doing that. Why do I? This car is so light. I'm used to heavy American cars. You just lean on them and they don't go anywhere. This one, you start going. Time to cut that. We're loose. I got one hand on the jack. I'll try to lower it. Yep. Okay. So that weird bar looks like we're just breaking it. I'll try to pry it. I got that bar disconnected and it should just come right out. Oh, the drive shaft's plugged in. Grr. Just keep running into issues. We're gonna try to just pull it out. I'm gonna crawl under there once again, maybe. I don't know. We'll give it a couple more tugs. Oh my gosh. Heard it. Car brake. Yep, I'll crawl under. Ooh. What in the world? Got the drive shaft disconnected and the bag electrical taped around the transmission. prefer not to get this fluid everywhere. Alright, well, we gotta clean all this up. That doesn't even look like transmission fluid, it's like orange. There it is. There's the engine that's going in it behind it, right there. Well, I just ran all over my shop, my house, the garage attached to my house. Everywhere looking for oil dry or cat litter. I couldn't find anything, but I used this. I used chicken hay, the bedding I used for my chickens. I threw it down. By the time I got back, it was that little puddle to this massive area. So I just started throwing hay down, and I think I stopped the spread, but it's not absorbing. So I might have made it even more problem, like a bigger problem for me. But it's getting late, and it's really hot out. So I kind of want to be going in soon. Oh well, man, it worked. So this episode was kind of uneventful. I mean, we did get the engine out and started some disassembly of some metal work. Typically these videos you see, I work about 3 to 5 days of work out here, but we had a family emergency that we left for, and we're gone from Monday till Sunday night. So in this video, you're only watching 5 hours of work that I did today. So next week, we're gonna roll right into it, get into hopefully the car. We might do some stuff with the engine, but we're just gonna keep pressing on, and I kept my promise. Every Tuesday I'm gonna try to get a video of the Datsun. So, well, thanks for watching, and we appreciate all you guys' support on the build and all the information that you guys send about the engine, the 2-stroke V8 engine that we're using out of a boat, and information on the Datsun. We love the comments, we love the information, all the stuff that we don't know that, you know, some people know little things, like someone told us that these cars were designed with thin sheet metal because Datsun and Nissan wanted them to be disposed of. Use it for 3 to so years, and then you buy the new model. And that makes sense, you know, but yep, little stuff like that we totally love to hear, and we love to hear back from you guys. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned.